Welcome, cocksuckers, punks, fools, to the Punkery Show live from the worst city in the world. The city, obviously, it's fitting to have the uncertainty of what may happen here. I'll explain in a little bit. Your hosts are Rashon and Kesh. Obviously, I don't know if you cocksuckers. I don't know, James. Listen, just listen, okay? I don't know if you cocksuckers heard. Alright. But I believe it was on Wednesday, right? Sphincter Begee. Sphincter Benair. We affectionately call him Sphincter Begee. Oh, God. No, a long time ago. So he announced a few days ago that the CnR Radio would be Dead is Deading on Sunday, March 21st. Now, it's kind of funny, actually, you know. Just think about it. You know, let's say you're an old sports player, you know what I mean? You've had a great career in whatever league it is. And you decide to retire on your own accord. You know what I mean? People still want you. Teams still want you. You know, you're free of injuries. You sit back and be like, you know what, cocksucker? I'm done. You know, I'm done. There's a lot of power in choosing your own time to be dead is dead. No, I don't, Mr. Nobody. I do not. Borat's their problem. I can't even listen to it. Anyway, but yeah, there's a lot of power in being able to finish what you've started. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, it's not a done deal yet. You know? It's kind of funny how many people in the topic and behind closed doors are like, oh, the CnR Radio is great. Time to close the door. Clap, clap. You know, it's yeah, Renegade and Doogie posting that snit, and they're like, yep, it was a great run. All things come to an end, and all this snit. Like I said, it's still uncertain. You know, Code Shadow hit me up and was like, if it's in my budget, I might choose to host it. I don't know what the status of that is right now. But yeah, at this point, we don't know what's going to happen after Sunday. I am assuming that the CnR Radio, as it is right now, the way that you're listening to me right now, will be dead is deaded. How much does it cost? Colgate asked. Let's see. So Sphincter Begee gave me a PM because Code Shadow asked me to ask him how much it would cost. Let's see. Sphincter Begee, do I take requests? I've never taken requests. So Sphincter Begee said he's got it on a $4 a month plan for the radio itself. Bandwidth costs dropped a lot when listeners went down, and bandwidth has gotten cheaper. The website costs around $20 a year, and the domain is $10 to $15 a year. That's not terrible. I didn't read that properly, I guess. That's $39. $4 a month and $39 a year. You add that up. It's not terrible, but
I think you need the domain. Don't need the website now. It'll just be run on server.
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't tell Code Shadow how much it costs. However, when I look at this, it's not terrible. Now, obviously, cocksucker, I ain't paying for this thing. Let's just say that right now. I ain't doing this thing. You can call me a cheapskate all you want, cocksucker. But, you know, let's be real, all right? The only sensation on this radio is what we're doing right now. All right, that's the only sensation we're doing right now. I'm going to tell you that. Vague can kiss my ass, all right? As was everybody's point in closing the radio. If you want to, hold on. If you want to listen to music, turn on Spotify, cocksucker. I understand on Spotify in Slovenia where Cash is, but if you want to listen to music, turn on Spotify, cocksucker. You understand me?
It is here, just it's bugged.
Well, that's a problem. That's a problem.
See, the problem is that people didn't like. The problem of the radio in recent years was though that even though it was here, it was almost like it wasn't here because people had no control over it. Like it couldn't upload new mixes, couldn't upload new music, whatever. It couldn't. There was no control over it. Like the only thing that was like, you know, the only thing that we had control over was like Punkery Show. We could say what we wanted and stuff like that. But other than that, like there was like no people, like so many people. I think there are so many people on forums that like wanted to contribute their mixes and stuff, and it was never uploaded or taken care of. So maybe if someone else took care of it, and we would get like what I'm trying to say, like. Even if it costs like $30 a year or something, if someone active would take over it, we would get much more out of that $30 than we have gotten in recent years, you know. It was the same price, but you would have gotten more out of it if like someone active took over, or maybe, you know, then he would manage the mixes and stuff like
that. Yeah, that's true. It would depend on the clause as well, you know, because Swing to Biggie and Doogie, I mean, over the past couple of years, the radio has not seen any type of maintenance. It's almost like the server has not seen any type of maintenance, you know. It's been the same thing, and it just makes me wonder, you know. So many people have been very ready to write off the CnR radio as if it was the server itself, you know. But obviously, there would have to be a clause when it comes to taking the radio over. Now, obviously, it seems like the system is a lot more complicated than anyone would expect, because the concept of radio admin apparently doesn't exist, or is not easy to implement, or it is not practical to implement because Swing to Biggie and Doogie won't do it. Obviously, if somebody like Code Shadow were to take it over, he would have to have total control over it, because taking over an autopilot really doesn't make any sense. So, yeah.
Like, if it's how it is now, then yeah, it's better that it dies. Kinda. Because, like, I remember how frustrating it was always asking, and we had many shows where we asked, like, oh, if this can be done or that can be done, please, like, come forward, do it, or whatever. But there was, like, never any response, really, so it gets kind of frustrating. And like, to think that even like Rashon can't do everything that he wants to, and he's like the face of Punkery Show and, you know, Rate My Chase and stuff like that. It's kind of sad, and that like it took years, you know. Like I'm actually, I was like, honest to God, I was surprised that Sphincter even made that topic, because I thought he was doing Crazy Bob, you know, that he would just like switch it off and not even tell us or something, because he wasn't here at all.
Yeah, it's true. You know, I'm sure that it would have been better to give us a month in advance. But then again, he probably doesn't even know the show exists. So, you know, that's the funny part. You know, it is kind of funny to give something 5 days in advance, although only reason to do that would be that March 21st would be the day that the billing cycle resets, obviously. Gonna miss that $4, you feel me? But
$4 is $4, right?
Yeah.
Get burger for that.
yeah, it's gonna be a huge burger. They'll give you a huge burger in America for sure. But yeah, we don't know what's going to happen. I'm not too sure if I should convince Code Shadow to do it. Again,
I don't even know what sort of hosting it takes, like in prices sort of thing. Yeah, we know it like takes $4 or whatever, but like, I don't know what it needs like to run, background or whatever. So there's possibility like that some people could do it. Maybe if it's not too complicated or something, someone could run it like themselves. I don't know, Raspberry Pi.
good.
Or I don't know, like we have students in community. I know that when I was at university, we would get like services like for free. I don't know, like we got Microsoft stuff for free, like Office, Windows, Azure, stuff like that. You got like free hosting space or free host like servers to host stuff and stuff like that. So maybe someone has this option available to them and they could do it,
Yeah,
but even if not, $4, it's still not like $200. So.
Yeah, I assumed it was a lot more. Speaking of university, a shout out to Colgate. Colgate is leading Arkansas 27-19 in the first half. But yes, it'll all depend on how the process is, because I'm sure that Swing the Big E is not asking for just a person to cover the costs, but for someone to actually take it over. And if this is a takeover deal, well, all the more to it, because obviously I'm sure that part of, as you might have alluded to, part of the Colgate is a winner. Yes, they're up by 8 right now in the first half. But I'm sure that part of the deal of listeners being low or whatever it is that there have been no new mixes added. The only mix changes that there have been over the past 2 years, I believe, have been to remove mixes, including Kyle Smith's. And obviously it seems to be that it's easier to remove something than it is to add something.
I don't know. Whenever I tune in, there's like metal mixes, and I'm like,
well,
I like my ears. So
well, that is part of Sync the Big E's points. 2013. Were you listening to Spotify or your own? Well, I mean,
I never listened to Spotify because I get cocked by them massively.
That's a problem. That's a problem. Imagine.
Fuck Spotify.
Imagine.
I'm probably the only person who bought YouTube Premium for that reason. No, actually, it's nice YouTube Premium, because I've gotten so used on having no ads now that if I watch YouTube on a PC that obviously doesn't have Premium, I get triggered by the ads.
You don't have ad block?
I mean, yeah, but it doesn't work always.
Well, it works for me. Colgate and what's his name? Vague are saying that Octavius killed CnR Radio XD. But yeah, we're in an era where you can listen to any songs you want. You feel me? Not even Pandora, because Pandora was the big thing 10 years ago. Where you could put the type of music you wanted to listen to, and it would still randomize. But now, Spotify and all that, YouTube is still around. You can search whatever you want and get it whatever you want. I'm not gonna say that whenever I played CNR, even during the peak of the return of the CnR Radio, that I would say that I've done slash radio. Unless there's a live DJ.
Yeah, but that's also like because you heard mixes all the time and because you knew already it's nothing that you would like, right? Like at the beginning when the mixes were new, I would listen to them sometimes because I don't know, part of fun is also like hearing sometimes songs you wouldn't think of or wouldn't necessarily, YouTube yourself or Google yourself or something like that. But when you have gone like through all of the mixes already 100 times, there's no, like if the new mixes would be added like let's say weekly or something, I think I would be more inclined to tune in because I remember like when Music Box or someone posted their first mix, from that mix I actually found like a lot of songs that I liked, and I've never heard them before, but like I was like, oh, that's a good song, and I would never like hear it otherwise or like think of it otherwise, but since like there's no new additions, of course that doesn't happen. But speaking on this topic, I just actually thought about, like you said, people use Spotify because they like their own music, they're set in their own ways, and everyone listens to what they like, So I'm just gonna say, why is there a music channel in Discord? It's fucking bullshit. Someone said, like, who said that? I think it was Sis or someone said, oh, so this is channel where everyone posts links, but nobody listens to them, Like, nobody listens to... everyone at the end of the day just listens to their own stuff and they won't really click the other links, And I think it's true. I don't know for myself. I know it's true. That's why I found that comment kind of funny.
Actually, yeah, you've got a point. Also, another update. Colgate right now is shitting on Arkansas, 33-19 first half. 14-point lead for Colgate. GG, how about that? But yeah, I think I've only clicked on one. I think it was a song that Ninu posted. Because the music is a bit too white for me. And it's a bit too white for me, honestly. And I listen to alternative rock sometimes, but this is a bit too white for me, honestly. But
I think I clicked a few times from Blister and Messed Up Smiley, but I kind of knew what to expect, and I was...
I definitely wouldn't.
I think I listened to it 2 seconds, and then I was done.
Yes. See, Mr. Cocksucker likes... he likes the wrong rock, see? Whatever, I'm not even going to explain it. But, yeah, like I said, most of this music is a bit too white for me.
It would actually be good to see the statistics of that channel. Like, when you post a link, how many people have actually clicked on it? Or it just sits there and it's there and many. No one clicks.
Not many. There are a few people that I just would not click on. I wouldn't click on Vlies. None of Vlies. I wouldn't click on Mr. Cocksucker. And I wouldn't click on Blister. I think those are the three. I don't remember what you still posts.
Toogie? Just remarkable choices, man.
I think Nanu would be the only person I'd click on.
Bro.
I'm scrolling right now. I'm not too sure. I'm not into the business of criticizing. Would I click on Johnny Cash? No. No. I'm not in the business of criticizing people's music tastes, though.
Speaking of Discord channels, I was surprised how fast jizzys, the previous Safe for Work channels, has, like, the activity in it has declined massively. Like, I figured out CnR people post more food than they like to post, like, hot girls and shit, I'm surprised that many people take pictures of their food. Why?
Here's the thing, like I said before, when the Safe Forward channel was the only special channel in the Discord, that was the only thing. Interests would be spread as more channels were made, and that's how it is. Now it's just Abdel, the jizzys channel, which I think it's clever to rename it that, but I think it's really corny. It's very corny, honestly. But now it's just full of Abdel Rahman breaking the rules and posting literal snit tier quality. In fact, I had to delete a post by Abdel Rahman, which was frontal nudity. And I'm like, listen, the brain just doesn't work, And then
It's trying.
Then he asks, guess frontals, apostrophe S by the way, are not allowed here with the sad Pepe. First of all, if you have not seen one frontal picture in the channel the entire time that you've used it, why would you think it was allowed? I don't think common sense is a thing amongst many CnR players. That is a common thing. I mean, it just isn't, because Abdel Rahman is literally probably the dumbest person I've seen. And when Ninja Tuna removed his regular, that was a great idea. I don't know why I gave it to him back. Yeah, I don't know why I gave it back to him, but Abdel Rahman has a problem.
Okay, he has a problem, but there's bigger problem in the channel. See, like, the Candy S has stopped posting as much, right? So
Colgate's PM'd him saying, when more Candy S content? Nice job, Colgate. I hope Colgate loses just because of that comment.
He was like the biggest hater though when Candy S was posting, and now he's like provoking it. Whatever.
I don't,
but what I'm trying to say is that Candy S has stopped posting that much. Well, this much. And now we have another troll in there who's handjobs, who has found his long lost love for grannies or something. I'm like, why, dude? Why?
Yeah,
why?
I couldn't tell you.
Why? Why? Why do we
you.
have to have trolls like that? Why can't we like all be serious?
Why can't we have normal
something?
people? Serious?
Yes.
This is crazy bombs, cops, and robbers, Kesh. Serious people? You're funny. You're absolutely funny. That's just... It's not gonna happen. CnR... Whenever you're talking about, blah blah, the community has been molded to be like this. Listen, there are just some dumb people on this server. There are a lot of dumb people on this server, right? Dumb people with no common sense, all this snits. It doesn't matter if... Sure, people ragging Albanians, but there are a lot of dumb people from the first world, second world. Alright? This is how it be.
I'm just thinking how, like, high schoolish, like, it's like, what would be funny if I would do here? I'm gonna post some grannies. I'm gonna be so funny. I'm such a troll.
Well, Handjob's an old man,
Like,
so...
what the fuck?
He's an old man, he's a troll, so... That's how it be.
I don't know what's more... Okay, I shouldn't say this, I guess, but... I don't know what's more creepy, though, or, like, weird. Like, handjobs posting old grannies or seeing some 40-year-old admins, like, literally coming to Parish's pigs. That's kind of creepy, too.
Okay, first of all, Pac-Man's not 40 yet.
Okay, whatever.
I think he's in his mid to late 30s, but I see your points. Yeah, the drooling is a bit weird, but still. So Colgate in chat said, separate quotes from screenshots. The quotes was ruined. Well, here's the thing. This goes into a larger picture, Here's the thing, and I don't want to sound weird by this. By the way, there are 4 minutes left in the city. When the city switches, I'm going to switch to server 1. Wait, what is server 1?
When is that?
Oh, no, I'm not. Never mind. No, never mind. Server 1 is going to be Los Santos. Never mind. I'm going to stay on this city, server 2, San Fierro. But it goes to a bigger issue, Now, obviously, let's just overview this. So, let's say that a lot of people say you ain't gonna get snit unless you ask for it, right? Now, the channel expansion on the CnR Discord has been a mixed bag of reactions. You know what I mean? A lot of people like that there are more channels. And a lot of people don't like that there are more channels. You know what I mean? Now, I think among regulars, more often than not, they like the idea. There are some regulars that are like, oh, there's a new channel again. Nobody's it. But every time a new channel is made, there's always a usually it's usually from admins. Not every admin has this thought, but from admins like, do we need a channel for everything? Now, I myself can't understand. Now, I'm a from two sides thinker. You know, I usually contradict myself a lot because I like to think of stuff from both sides. Now, I don't quite understand what the problem is for the CnR Discord to have more channels. Because right now, if I were to make a quotes channel, again, because some dickhead changed it to screenshots, there would again be a problem. Because a few days ago, I announced, because I thought of, last week ABOD was like, we should have a stocks channel, and I thought about it and I was like, yeah, I'll put that in my brain for a little bit. And then a few nights ago I was like, okay, well, I'll just add it. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, Colgate, yes. They can just make the channels they don't like invisible. See, you know how people in CnR are like, if people are fucking with you, right, in chats, to do /ignore. Now, I never like that, because if people are talking snit about you in chat, you can do /ignore, but they're still talking snit in chat for everybody else to see, right? But in Discord, when it comes to channels, you can mute the channels, and I guess you can minimize them. I don't really know how it works. But assuming you can minimize them, you can get them out of your sights. And guess what? You're not getting snit on, or whatever, for, muting channels, So if this /ignore thing works in-game, the same people who are saying use /ignore in-game can't do it on a Discord setting. I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean?
I will just say two things. Like, for people that think those channels that we have in CnR Discord are a lot, they've never been to some other Discords, because there's like literally, I'm in some other Discords, like, you have 40 different, like, I'm not even kidding, like, there's probably 40 different channels or whatever, like, a lot. This is not even, like, comparable. But I will say that, like, in CnR, like, people have kind of, like, a bit of a problem sticking to the topic of the given channel, because if you look at the moment in politics, like, just random channel, you see B-Bird posting picture of his pizza there and people talking about topics or sources in politics, right? It is not isolated. I mean, it's a bit annoying though, because people like just drift off the topic a bit, but sooner or later they come back to it. But however much people hate it or don't like that, I don't think it's like isolated issue on CnR though. Because like, I will mention your beloved Discord now, like in...
Who's beloved Discord?
Yours, like Purple
Which
TV,
one?
right?
No.
So in Purple TV, like, you have very structured like channels, like for games, specifically. So there's channels, there's like CSGO chat and clips. And in clips, only clips are supposed to be posted. Yet, like, you'll find people a lot of times, like, talking in clips and posting clips in chat, And it happens all the time, and no one gets, like, annoyed by it. So it's not like exclusively CNR problem that people like kind of don't stay on topic or they don't talk in right channel about, you know, that topic exclusively. I think that's natural. But I still think that it it will make certain people talk about certain topic more if there's channel about it. Like I think like especially like for stocks, I think it's a good channel that it's separated there, stonks, because otherwise people might talk in it a bit like in regular or general, and then some other topic will arise, and then you need to like search like whatever other people said about stocks like maybe 2 days ago or something. But in Stonk's channel, you literally have like people talking about stocks all the time, and they kind of like stick to the topic. So I don't know, I like it. I don't personally look at it though, because it doesn't like really interest me that much. But if I would be interested in stocks, I would know where to go, and I wouldn't have to like search through general or through regular, you know. So I think it's good that we have like some channels like that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I really, honestly, do not see the other side of the argument. To be honest with you, I do not see it. I
Or like,
understand what.
or like fitness channel, you know, dudes talk in there about fitness and stuff. And I'm pretty sure like if I would be in general, I wouldn't really be interested, and I would just tune out like if that was the topic of the chatting. But since it's in fitness, I don't really have to look at it. And if I do, I know I will like, if I needed some tips on how I have to lift or how I have to make my ass as great as Parish's, I'm pretty sure I would just click on fitness and it would be condensed information there, you know? More condensed than if I would click on general or regulars and I would have to search for it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, not every channel is going to enamor everybody, and you know. Oh shit! Also, update again. Colgate has lost their entire lead. They are up by 14. Now they're down by 3.5 times. So Colgate has choked the game right now, guys. Arkansas is up on Colgate 36-33 at halftime. Excellent. Anyway, but yeah. Exactly. Again, not every channel is going to enamor everybody. And obviously, if the point is from people, oh, soon enough, nothing is going to be posted in regulars. Cool. I don't give a snit.
It's not true, though. It's always something posted there.
I'll give a snit.
It's a very active channel in general as well, so I don't think we have to worry for that at all.
Yeah, well, when it comes to the CnR Discord, I don't worry for anything. Because, you know, here's the irony about this. I own 2 Discords that I would not previously think of having. About that, I own this Discord and the CnR Discord.
Weird flex.
I mean, how about that? What's funny is that I would not have a personal Discord, which is funny. But you see, if I had a personal Discord, 99% of the CnR Discord would be kicked. That's how it'd be. But that's not weird flex. Yeah, listen, I didn't ask for it, so that's how it'd be. I didn't ask for snit's cocksucker. You feel me? I didn't. But yeah, you know, I honestly don't see a problem with all of the channels. You know, I may understand the counterpoints, but I don't agree with the counterpoints. You feel me? I think it's kind of retarded. You know. Now, the thing also was that, you know, when one channel gets added, someone else will be, yo, but we need a different channel. And, you know, I think we had to take it slowly. You know, when I added stocks, I didn't want to add another one so quickly. I don't know who made fitness. I guess it was Blister. It was either Blister or Cecil that added fitness. But, you know, again, there are a subset of people that like the channel additions, and there are a subset of people who do not. And I think it's funny.
I think, like, if you add too many, it's not good. And if, like, I think you have to find some good balance. Like, obviously, there's not gonna be channel for everything, and some people might not be fine with some channels, and some other people might be upset. Oh, you added like 5 channels, but I gave suggestion to this and you didn't add it. But I don't know, like it is now. I feel like it's good like it is now. I literally feel like it's better than it was before when it was just general and regular, because topic changed so quickly and just randomly, and then if you wanted to, you remembered, oh, there were people that talked about this a few days ago, you would literally need to go search for it and stuff, and now it's more like I don't have to be part of some conversation that I don't like. It doesn't really interest me. So
exactly, yeah. And as far as I see, the people who are interested in the certain sections are posting in those certain sections.
Like, I'll just give you an example. Imagine there was no politics channel, and all that is written in politics would be written in general or regular. I would not want to listen to that shit. I'm fed up with it. I don't care. Like, elections were like 7 whatever, like months ago.
It's true.
Like, not that far ago, but anyway, like, it doesn't like really interest me, but there's people that want to talk about it, so why would I need to spam like general or like argue there, and then you don't know, like, the people who are not interested, they don't know if they should say something or if they should stick there and hope the topic will change, or should they just look at what's happening, like watching fucking paint dry or something. Like, you don't know how to react. And like, imagine like if we would have like shit from politics like all over other channels. I wouldn't find CNR as interesting. My personal opinion.
Yeah, I guess the thought with the politics channel was there was a demand for it because people were just talking politics in the general channel all day. So that needed to be funneled out of the general. Whereas the Discord expansion plan, there wasn't really a demand for it. Especially the Safe Work channel. There was no demand for that, obviously. I understand that. But didn't really care. But, as the other channels have been made, as you said, the Safe for Work channel, it has started to fizzle, Now it's, as we said, hand jobs posting old women. Hand jobs posting old women. Abdel Rahman, for those that listen on the radio right now, we just heard that sound. I was clicking a video that Abdel Rahman posted in the channel, and I'm pretty sure that's not a real woman. So I'm gonna delete that. I'm actually gonna delete it. I mean,
the problem that there's decline in jizzys is also that Parrish hasn't posted in days, you see.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. I'm trying to compare it to something. It's like buying a new PC part. You know what I mean? Like, you're used to something for so long, right? So you're used to your 30 FPS for so long. 30 FPS is basically the posting of the random women. Looking up the random women. That's 30 FPS. Now, 60 FPS, when you upgrade your PC, is basically Parrish, where somebody that is posting themselves and renders everything else irrelevant. So, there's no longer any desire to look up those random women, because then you can just look forward to the one that you're familiar with to post, because obviously of all of the pictures that were ever posted in the channel, no matter how much content that Giants or Rob Banks has given to the Safe for Work channel, Parrish will trump all of that, as you have seen over the past couple of weeks. And when you get to 60 FPS, which is what Parrish is, you cannot go back to 30. So
It just resonates differently, I think, when you know the person. It's kind of different. It in brain it feels different than like watching some Instagram girls that are almost like too perfect, but you don't like get that same feeling because it's just like random, person you don't know, you never heard, you never like talked to or whatever. So
that's right.
but yeah, Paris, like, bookmark this. I don't think you'll get ever nicer compliment ever by any dude. Like, Rashon literally compared you to 60 FPS.
It's not the.
Oh my god, Rashon, you're so bad with compliments and girls. Like, comparing girl to 60 FPS, bro.
Well, it's the only thing I could think of at the moment. I could have compared it to restaurant food, I guess, but still, everything else is devalued. When
Rashon is like the type of dude who takes a girl out and he says like, "Oh, girl, you're like 1060 Ti." Kind of nice, but hot shit.
Okay, well, thank God the 1060 Ti does not exist. But
whatever.
Yeah,
It doesn't. It doesn't, like, Ti doesn't exist. 1060 exists. So.
Yes, exactly.
I was trying to make it like obnoxious, like, because why would you add Ti to a shit graphics card?
Oh,
that was my point. But yeah.
You mean like Cyber's 1050 Ti? I mean, it's true. He fell into that, but but yeah, I think it was just natural that as more channels were added, that the Safe Word channel would not get all of the attention, because back when it was the sole new channel, even with quotes, that wasn't enough to divert. Oh, I didn't realize I was all tapped. That was not enough to divert all the attention. You know what I mean?
I will say that my personal opinion, though, like, I will just share it because I can. I did like the old quotes channel better because it was like funny shit that was posted. It was like a screenshot of funny shit, and that was just like random screenshots. Like, I can go look on forum in the, what is it? Is it like screenshots topic or something?
CnR pics, yes.
Yeah, so like, I did like the quotes one better, but I think, like, if you would split it up, I also would enjoy like screenshots and quotes channel. I don't know, like, maybe there wouldn't be like enough material for both, so I think it was a logical decision to merge them. But but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I just liked it because, like,
I agree.
When I came into the quotes channel, like, I saw the quote and I knew it's gonna be something funny, or CnR's term stupid, like, you knew you're gonna see some Borat saying some shit and it was funny. But now you come in screenshots, you're like, half of the, like, you have to scroll up to find funny stuff, and then you just have like a bunch of random screenshots and then a bit of funny again, and it diluted it. It's a bit diluted now.
Yes, it is, that's the thing. I don't know. I mean, the CnR Discord's a tough one to deal with, because not only would you think regulars would be in your way, admins are also in your way. So it's not very feasible, when the two channels were made in the same day, I made stocks and somebody else made fitness. Problem. Not a widespread problem, but still a problem. Every time a new channel is going to be made, it's going to be a problem with somebody or a group of people. And my defense is always the same thing. As long as the regulars like it, I don't care. I've already said that. If the regulars like it, I don't care. I really don't. I'm more with you here. Like, I don't even see why people would oppose more channels. Like, why is it bothersome to them? Like, because now their favorite channel has less traffic, or because there's like more clicks they have to do, or like, what is it in their defense that they have to hate it?
hate it so much? Like, what's the annoyance on their side? I don't understand.
I don't know. I really don't know. Sure, I've done more clicks as well, but I honestly have no idea. Like, I don't see a problem. I don't care about the general channels. Honestly, I don't really care. That's how it be. That's how it be. Honestly, don't give us it. Like I said, seeing Discords and chaos, that'd be great. But yeah. Jesus Christ. That's how it be. That's how it be. The CnR Discord channel expansion plan is a long-term thing, and who knows what'll come up next. Who knows when it'll come up next, but that's how it's gonna be, cocksucker.
I think we need to take a break, Rashon.
Do we?
I need to excuse myself to the...
Oh, okay. Alright, we'll take a break.
Ooh.
We'll take a break, cocksucker. We'll be back in a couple minutes. This is the twilight of the Punkery Show.
Yep.
Welcome back, cocksuckers, again. This is the Punkery Show live from the best city in San Fierro. Again, we don't know whether or not this may be the final show on the CnR Radio, you feel me? But it's fitting for it to be on the best city in the world, San Fierro. The city that only bouncers play. And if you are a cocksucker whose majority time is not on San Fierro, then you can go eat the contents of what's behind the loincloth, including my co-host. So, where's San Fierro, cocksucker? That's how it be. That's how it be. That's how it be. But, yeah, CnR Discord will be what it be. Again, like we said earlier today, Sphincter McGee didn't give anyone much of a notice. March 21st is probably when the bill for the CnR Radio was due, so we didn't want to pay that $4. You feel me? And we don't know. I woke up this morning, and Pac-Man put an announcement on the server information. He says, "Ladies and gentlemen, I will be hosting events this Saturday, March 20th at around 5 p.m/17 o'clock UTC. Unsure server 1 or server 2. I'll notify here exact details on such. Also, please note there will be no weapon use at event sites unless otherwise stated. Fart use can and will get you banned, as these are events for the community. I want some safe, fun, and happy gaming. And, hopefully, I can get Rashon to do a radio show. Cheers. Paris, bring that ass here, baby." And I woke up and I saw that and I was like, God fucking damn it.
What was about Paris?
I just added that in. I added that in. But, I was like, God damn it. Like, I gotta get up another... Okay, first of all, I may not even be around Saturday morning. Because as far as I can see... 5 o'clock, I don't know what UTC is. I assume that's the England time zone.
No idea.
5 p.m. in the England time zone is 1 p.m. here. I may not even be home.
UTC is England, Greenwich. Well, it's like GMT pretty much.
For the UK people out there, it's Greenwich. But, yes.
Yeah, okay, Greenwich.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, she lived in the UK for like a few years. Anyway,
yeah, because everything there was which, like it was like where I was around, it was Norwich, Ipswich. So I thought it's Greenwich.
Yeah, Connecticut has a lot of the same towns names. That's like 1 p.m. here. I'm not even gonna probably be here. And if I were to do a radio show during his event, I'm not sure what I would talk about. I don't know what.
You know what I found funny
What was
about those announcements, though?
But
As we are already on the topic of it. So this one is announced for Saturday, March 20th, which is
tomorrow,
right? But Renegade announced like the next event in the CNR 15-year anniversary series will take place on like Saturday, 17th of April.
Mm-hmm.
And when he posted that, it was like beginning of the March, like it was the 13th. Okay, whatever. But I was like, how can he schedule something 1 month in advance? Like, I like at this rate, I don't even trust like a server to be around for 1 month. You know, it could go out anytime. Like, how do you schedule things like 1 month ahead?
Because the server has been in autopilot for 3 years, so I think it's safe to assume that the server will be around next month. I thought you were gonna go as why Pac-Man would announce an event a day in advance. That's not enough. Or that wouldn't be enough, I guess. But it's Saturday, you know, cocksuckers are gonna be around, you know what I mean? I'm sure this will be where he puts the moves on Parrish. You feel me? But you know, I don't know if I'll be able to be there. First, I don't want to play CNR Saturday morning again. But especially not to do his radio show during it. So I don't know. I'm not too sure, but that's how it be. But yeah, you know, I mean, we've had this show for quite a while. You feel me? In total, it's been around since I think June of 2017. Cash came around February 2018. Vintage of Ali and Cyborg. I'm sure that they regret that decision now.
Probably not.
Well, now
I know you were sarcastic, but
oh no. I mean, since they're no longer here, they obviously, at the time, a few months later, regretted the decision. Of course.
Actually, I was gonna roast you for this a bit,
but
then I changed my mind. But now,
Really?
since it's like the last show, kinda, you know,
Oh yeah.
foreseeable future, I have to do it.
Oh yeah.
So, I always wondered, you know, when you spoke of Discords and stuff, you were like, I don't give a shit about CNR Discord, it's a spit of people, blah, blah, blah. But then when you speak of Purple TV Discord, you speak highly of it.
Oh Jesus.
And I don't really understand why, because when I'm in Purple TV, I'm like, 90% of the CNR is there. Well, not 90%, but like, a lot of CNR is there. Like, let me just go through like the list. Let's see this shit. Like, you have Dari, Dahiri, I guess. Then you have like me. Then you have like Lasky. You have Sexy Beaver. You have Parsa. You have all sorts of people. Tommy, Senti, all sorts of like cocksuckers. Ali, Cyber, even who you think it's gonna, you know, whatever. Like, yeah. So like you think CNR Discord is a meme, but Purple TV is just literally like a little bit more fancy like version of CNR Discord. So why such hate for CNR Discord when that's like literally like, let's say Purple TV is like 15% like or 20% filtered down CNR, you know.
I guess I like the non-CNR players. You feel me? Yeah. Most of the
but most people that talk in there are CNR people, like Messed Up Smiley, me. Well, I don't talk that much, but like Lasky talks a lot. Zenon though, but I don't think he's CNR player. Fly also like.
Well, I knew of Lasky when he played CNR, but we never spoke until that came about. You feel me? And not everybody there is a CNR player. I mean, a lot of people are, but most of the people that are tolerable, are very tolerable. You know, a lot of people in the same Discord are not very tolerable. You feel me? So that's how it be.
But Vly and Cyberman, they talk a lot. I know.
Well, Vly is just dumb. He's a nice guy. He's a nice dude, and I like his. I enjoy his company. I enjoy his company, but he's kind of dumb. I'm just gonna say that. But I like his company.
But like Messed Up Smiley and Cyber are like two of the biggest memers of CNR, and you have them on Purple TV, and you're just like, I like them when they're on Purple TV.
No. Cyber's a dumbass. All right, listen. Listen. Cyber's a dumbass. All right. It depends on the cocksucker, but if the entirety of CNR were to flock, that'd be a problem. You know, at least Tommy and Sensi have, for the most part, picked the CNR players who are tolerable. He hasn't really picked they haven't picked anyone really that are like brain dead.
Bro, there's Black Hawk in there.
Okay, well, Black Hawk's not as bad as he used to be.
He's actually not. He's a nice guy,
yeah,
but like still.
He's grown up in some respects. You feel me?
But now, like I look at the general chat there. It's like Delta talking and Squeaky.
Okay, well, Delta's retarded. Delta's retarded.
And Squeaky is like 16-year-old.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, he's
dude on Adderall or something.
He's a little kid, yeah.
The
only problem there is that there are a lot of young people, like very young people, which is a bit awkward. But well, for me at least. But yeah.
The only difference really, I think it is that like you take people out of CNR channel who are like jackasses on CNR, but when they come in Purple TV, they feel like they need to behave a little bit more. So maybe you get like a notch more like serious version of them. Oh yeah,
not Blair's. He's a special. He's special. Blair's is special. Definitely not him. He'll be the same cocksucker anywhere you go. But yeah. But yeah, you know, when it comes to here in Discord, I would never voluntarily go into a voice channel. Absolutely not. That is a problem. Definitely would never voluntarily go into a voice channel. Speaking of that, did you know that Zentor and I don't have a beef anymore?
Yes, I was gonna roast you for that too.
What? Who told you that?
I knew.
What do you mean?
See, I swear God, like life is made out of random moments.
How do you know?
How did I know? Okay, so the story goes like this, right? I played with some entitled prick yesterday. CSGO, I mean. He was very nice at the start, very encouraging and stuff, and then a teammate like threw a nade or something that damaged him a bit, like 20 or something. And he took that as attack on him personally, and like everyone is jackass to him. He's nice to everyone, but he's jackass to him, and it was just honest mistake, you know. And he proceeded to be like the biggest entitled baby ever. Never met a dude like that on CSGO before. He was like, oh, we could win this game, but this dude damaged me, and now I'm gonna be trolling and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, just get over it. Like, whatever, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you can't get over some stuff in your life or whatever. It wasn't even intentional. So, long story short, I was thinking about this dude in bed before I went to sleep, and I was like, I want to see where he's from. So I tried to, like, you know, on desktop version of Steam, you can go under some tab, and then you can find like players, and you can see like the people you played with recently, right? I think you can find like people that you've matchmade matchmaked with recently or played deathmatch or whatever recently. It keeps like the list of the recent people I played with. But I tried to do this on my app on my phone, and it doesn't show the people you played with.
Yeah.
It's missing that tab, that option, but it shows activity.
Yeah.
So it shows activity of your friends. Like Lasky has added this friend to his friend list.
Nice.
Lasky has purchased Sims 4 or whatever, and I see there Rashon and Xantar are now friends. I'm like, what? What?
Huh? Yeah.
What happened? What?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
I was like, is this a glitch? I had to refresh. It was like, no, Rashon and Xantar are no friends on Steam. And I was like, busted. I was gonna roast you for it today.
Busted.
I was gonna roast you today on show, but you can clean yourself.
Busted.
So what happened? Tell me what transpired.
So, let's see. So I was talking to Sheepfucker, right? And she was like, she's playing CnR, right? And she says, I think she said something about voice, right? And she said that Xantar will be there, and I'm like, who? And then she repeats it, and I'm like, well, that's a problem, but I didn't want to tell her it's a problem. So I was like, you know what? I think this is the time that this has to end or to be dealt with. You feel me?
You have to cross the bridge, bro.
You
Like
cross
we
the
spoke
bridge.
last
So
time.
I saw them both in the Discord channel. I joined, and we had to speak. You know what I mean? We had to speak. Judging by the tons of people he added on Discord, I was like, maybe this could be good. Because I saw that Uche added him on Discord, and I was like, well, he's not around. But when I saw that, I was like, you know what? This actually is profound to me, honestly, that Uche added Xantar on Discord, which is very funny in any other context. So I was like, maybe there's a chance, you know? So again, like I said, I joined Discord with Sheepfuck and Xantar in it. We had to speak, and it's all good. You feel me? Obviously,
Buried the hatchet.
yes. Obviously, I don't condone any of the dumbery that he's done over the past whatever years. You feel me? And all that, but it's
Now you can't say he's a dumbass anymore. Now you have to kind of protect him. He's your bro now.
listen, I can say whatever I want because I can with reason. But I'm just saying that
Gotta be careful now.
We don't have any beef anymore. You feel me? She fucking had no idea there was beef. It wasn't until we were talking to the channel, and he told her, and yeah.
I bet
all
she
good.
enjoyed herself in that channel.
She actually did.
Like,
She actually
yikes.
did. No, in a positive way. She actually did enjoy herself. You feel me? But yeah. So we're good.
And before
Sorry.
Rashon actually forgave Xantar to make himself look good in front of Sheepfuck.
No, that's not it. That is not it. I just didn't want to say. I didn't want to say I had a problem with him, but we're good. We're good. Xantar and I are good.
It's actually like it's Sheepfuck's fault then. She comes back after years and already she's pacifying people. Just like even unknowingly. Cause like you pretty much had to say I'm okay with the dude. Cause else you would have to explain things to her. So it was like the easy way out. I mean the easy way out. It was just like time to do it.
No, the easy way out would have been to say I had a problem with him. That was the easy way out. But the the be a man part would be.
Yeah, but if you said to her, "Yo, sheepfucker, I have a problem with him," then you would knowingly leave sheepfucker alone with him. Now, Rashon cannot do that.
Listen. What's done is done. I don't know what you're talking about. That's definitely not what was on my mindset. Okay, that's definitely not what it was. You feel me? But yeah, if the hatchet hasn't buried, you feel me? That's how it be. That's how it is. All right. Obviously, 3 weeks ago, I was not saying this, but we're fine. It's all right. Again, I don't condone what he's done with other people, whatever it is. You know, I understand, but we're fine. Right, Enter and I are fine. He has seemingly matured. You feel me? I also had thought the same about Assassin, but since those two lick each other's balls, one has gotten better, and it seems like the other has gotten better as well. So, dare I say that I also, as a result, don't have an issue with Assassin either. I think that they've gotten better. You know, and that's good.
I wish people would do this for me with, like, small number of admins I have issues with. Can you be my pacifist, Rashon?
I can't.
Though I don't think that admin talks ever, so rest in peace.
I don't think I could. I don't think you'd have to have someone who is a bit more unbiased to do that. I don't think my words on this server may carry a lot, but in that case, I'm not sure it would, because yeah, they're not very unbiased. So you know, I don't know. I'm not too sure about that. That's gonna work.
Well, I'm happy to hear that, Rashon. We might end the show, but you did not end the. You know, you gained new friendship or whatever.
Listen.
Well, I mean, like, it's something positive. Let's just.
Yeah, it's something positive. Yes, that's true. That's true. Lol, thanks for replying. His topic was still hilarious. So.
Was it?
It was hilarious. Yes.
You talked with him about it?
Who?
With Lil Tank, that you are friends now with Hunter? Because Lil Tank had a very explosive reaction to Center. Wasn't there? You're referring to that
he
comment,
mocked me,
aren't
yes.
you?
Yeah, he mocked me.
I mean, because there was like a topic Center did. He kind of mocked Greens, I guess. He was like, "How do you remember Center?" And Lil Tank came in there. Like, okay, guns blasting.
Yep.
He's very opinionated about Center, so now that you kind of made a truce with Center, how did Lil Tank react?
He mocked me, as he should.
I was like, you pussy, Rashon.
Listen, any criticism that comes my way, especially with how much I have talked snin about him, I accept it. Alright? I accept it.
Can you imitate, though? I wanna laugh. What was said?
I'm not sure I want to do it because he used a mocking voice, so I'd have to copy his mocking voice. I'm not sure I want to, but yeah, he mocked me, and he was right to mock me. All right, listen, I take it like a man. All right, I've talked snits about the situation for a long time. I can take it. I agree. Any mocking that comes my way because of that, I agree. Okay? That's fine. Whether you want to do it, or a tank wants to do it, or anyone else wants to do it.
I don't want to mock you.
I accept it. Because I deserve it. Okay?
I just think, like, all the hot sauce is gone now, you know? It's good we're ending CnR Punkery Show, because there's no spice to it anymore. People making peace left, right, and center, man. It's No spice left.
Obviously.
Can't do it like that.
Peace just never gives ratings, does it, huh? Peace never gives anyone any rating. That's right. It's all about
I mean,
reach.
However much people hate to argue or hate the arguments or whatever, it's what makes CnR special kind of as well. Like, there's always some little drama, some little popcorn to catch here and there.
Exactly. The only thing that gives ratings on this server that's positive is Parish, obviously. Okay, that's the only way. That's the only positive spin that this server can give. That anyone can give this server. That's positive. Parish posting yourself, you feel me? Yeah. So, that's how it be, you know. We all good. And all that snits.
Seems everyone is evolving to the better. Because I remember you used to give Parish a stick as well, a bit about like blogging, and she's a bit loco, you know.
Yeah.
But she has also like matured a bit, I think, and she's maybe getting a little less into people's business or like being super pushy about some things.
Yes, I agree.
Plus, she like.
I agree.
Became a hot thing.
I agree.
So,
I mean, yeah. I just think it's funny that 3 years ago she was banned from the CnR Discord for blogging. I think in the context of now, that is just so ridiculous. It was dumb back then. But
CnR just wasn't ready back then for her. She was ahead of time, man.
Yes, she was ahead of time.
Also, I'm gonna meme a bit here, but like, imagine like what we could be missing on, like, if we had to play too hard back. Maybe the dude has evolved as well, like changed his ways, his opinions, his voice, you know? Maybe we would get to enjoy his...
Wait, who now? Say it again?
Play too hard.
Yes, I think a lot of people miss, whatchamacallit.
There was spice to it, man. It's good.
They miss his paragraphs and all that, for sure. He was huge. He was great for the forum, for sure.
And Sinish as well. Siniza, or how you call it.
Well, he was just retarded.
The dude is still logging in, though. I think there was like I just happened to check like the Blackwater topic or something. Some people were reviving it. I think I clicked on him, and he actually logged in like a few days ago. But he doesn't say anything for years, which makes me kind of feel weird because he was always like very vocal man. So I don't know if someone else took over his account or like how does he have like inner power to hold back and not say
he was gone for like a couple of years. And I remember him posting around the World Cup time. And then I guess he just went away again. You know, I don't know. Because we back then, like 4 years ago, we were like, "Where's Siniza? Is he alive? Why is he on the forum but not posting?" You know, that was kind of a weird thing. But I fuck him though. He's kind of stupid. he's remember when I said that Croatia was like one of the smartest countries on this server? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I take that back, 100%. Siniza's retarded.
Yikes.
And a lot of other Croatians kind of retarded too. But then the surrounding countries
you mean,
also kind of retarded. I'm not saying any names, but not saying no. I'm not saying any names. But
there's a lot of Croatians playing.
Yeah,
Tony,
yeah.
Stolio.
Oh, he's been retarded, but yeah.
Salt exit, but he's not playing.
Oh, yeah, he's been retarded. He's been retarded, but still, you know, yeah. There's a lot of stupidity in the CnR, so I'm not gonna go put it down to just one country. You feel me? It's just that
Exactly.
I used to say that Croatia was like the smartest country on the server, which is clearly wrong. I was wrong about that. But yeah, that's how it be. That's how it be. But yeah, that's how it be. But like I said, if this is the finish of this show on the CnR Radio, you feel me, or whatever it may be, here's the thing, guys. Listen, Cash drives me the fuck crazy sometimes. All right, like some of the shit she says, just makes my brain pulsate. Right, that's the wrong part of the body you want to pulsate. All right.
Sorry, not everyone can be Parish, man. Sorry.
Just something, because a lot of people, they listen to this show. A lot of regulars like Cash. You feel me? A lot of regulars love Cash.
But a lot of people hate too.
Yes.
So,
a lot of regulars love Cash.
It's very polarizing.
Yes.
Like you're more like pacifist, and everyone kind of likes you. But I'm more like, there's people that kind of like to listen to me and maybe agree with something I say. There's other people that just think I'm full of shit.
Yeah.
I know you feel like, the funny thing is like that, like in this show, like we've gone through like a lot of different stuff and a lot of different topics, and in some topics I feel like you agree with me, and in some topics I just literally felt like I'm bitching a lot, and that, like, honest to God, like, few weeks ago, I felt like if I continue, or like, I literally felt like you're not enjoying the show and that I'm, like, gonna alienate you, Like, we're friends and stuff like that, but I needed to stand up for myself or, like, some players and stuff like that. And, of course, like, that could, like, bring rift between us two, Like, on personal or other level, you being admin and me being player, and just expressing myself. But that's part of the show, I think, like, we drive each other crazy sometimes, but at the other side, like, I kind of enjoy doing these shows with you, to be honest.
It's true, even though I was not in the process of picking a co-host, you feel me? I think I've said before, not very often, but, I wouldn't have picked, or I wouldn't have wanted anyone else to co-host the show with me, honestly. Cash.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
The same. I will repeat this, like, when I think it was Cyber, he invited me for interview. That must have been 3 years ago, something. I had reservations for the interview itself, even. I was like, why does he want to interview me? And I knew, like, that Rashon doesn't like me. I just remember from the days of Mumble or whatever it was back then that he didn't like me. And then when the show ended, the interview was done, Cyber was like, you could be co-host with Rashon. I was like, hell no. I was like, there's no way in the world this is gonna work, Yeah. And I vividly remember after the first show even being like, I still do it sometimes, and I'm guilty of that. Like, sometimes I jump into, like, you're explaining something and I try to say something because I think it's relevant in that moment, and I don't wait till the end, and it can get annoying. I know. But I think it was way worse back then. Like, we just didn't have, like, timings. Like, we didn't know when one can talk and the other one has to be quiet. It's just kind of something you develop over time. And I remember the first show I was talking very, like, I had a list of things I wanted to talk about. I did, like, a homework or something, And I put more work in than I put recently. But it ended up sounding worse than it does now, I guess, because it just sounded, like, very unnatural. And I was, like, jumping in your words a lot. And after the first show was done, I was like, yeah, it's not gonna work, But then over time, I kind of started enjoying it. And people, like, often ask, like, how do you talk about shit? And, like, do you do your homework before? But a lot of times it's just, we always find something to talk about. And I honestly feel if someone else would be host, I couldn't do this as much, We naturally always find some topics to talk about or to poke each other and stuff like that, and we don't necessarily have to do homework about it or prepare, like, the list of the topics we want to discuss. It just happens naturally. And I think, like, with someone else, like, not you, that would have not been possible, so...
Exactly. I feel the same way. Before it was, this show was a bit more planned because
Structured.
it was structured. Yeah, because it was
Yes.
a bit newer. But as time went on, because I used to listen to podcasts a lot, and a lot of the better ones they just shoot the snits. That's what they do. They just they know what's going on in the currents, and they just shoot the snits. You feel me? They just talk about it. So, only the interviews in some way have been kind of more structured. It's funny because, last week, I was coming into this show before Sphincter McGee made the announcement. I was like, Crown Clown. I think Crown Clown's on server right now, right? Let me see. Crown Clown. Shit, is he on? Crown. Shit, Cox. I can't type. Oh, he is. So Crown Clown sent me a PM on Discord, which I never answered. 2 weeks ago, I think.
Typical.
Or a week ago. About, bro, I've been waiting for it to you since 2019. No, I came into this show thinking, bro, I just am not in the mood for interviews, If Kesh could, start us off with some interview, she brings somebody on, maybe you can get the ball rolling and we can get an interview on my side, or whatever it is. But I don't really give 2 cents about interviews. But then Sphincter McGee, made the announcement, and all of a sudden the topic of this show has completely changed, because again, if there was no announcements, the first thing I would have talked about was how I don't give 2 cents about interviews. But now we're an hour and a half in, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Now we're just now talking about it. But I don't know.
I always felt like before the interviews, you were always like more reserved. Like it has usually been me who was like instigating on interviews and trying to find people to interview and stuff like that. But once they're like here in our channel, I mean like in our lobby, then it always kind of gets going. And at the end of it, like it's 1 hour and a half, we're done, and we're like, oh, it was pretty good fun, Even with the people that we think it's not gonna be that much fun, I think it always turns out better than we think it's gonna, I don't think we had like a very painful interview where like chemistry was completely off and we had to like, literally drag words out of like people, trying to like make them talk. I could like think of one interview like that, but I don't think I was here.
You weren't. I know what you're talking about. Yes, I know what you're talking about.
I'm not gonna give names, obviously, because I just value everyone that has, it takes some courage to come on a show anyway, and I don't want to like shame anyone or anything like that. So yeah, I would like to thank everyone that came here, like, and it's not as easy, like, to come here, and some people have never been on Voice before, but they have done it, so thank you for everyone who came and spoke with us.
Yeah, I never really gave 2 cents for interviews, but a lot of them, like you were saying, after the end, it gave me a much more positive light of the person than going into it. It's made me think, oh, so this is why this person is like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it actually was refreshing, It's like playing CnR, like you sit back, you do another snit, like watching a YouTube or playing a different game, and you get told about CnR, and it's like, oh, who the fuck wants to play that? But then when you actually get into the rhythm of playing CnR, it's like, oh, it's fun, That kind of felt like what interviews were. Don't like the idea of them, but when you get into it, for some people, pretty good. I'm not too sure what to do about that. But at this point, I think, because this show I intended for it to be as if it was the last one before the radio went down. I don't know if Coach Shadow is gonna take upon it. I've not told him how much it costs to run it. I don't know if Victor McGee told him, because Victor McGee did tell me that Coach Shadow expressed interest. I guess after this I'll tell him. But yeah.
But even if it happens, it might happen that Coach Shadow will want to host it and keep radio going, but he might have, at that point when he does it, it's gonna be his money and he decides what he want to do with it. So maybe he won't want to keep this, show, or maybe he'll want to bring in new people. It can always happen, so.
Listen, Coach Shadow's my boy, all right? He's my boy. He's my boy, all right?
I don't know, but
when the announcement was made, he was like, "Does that mean you can't host your show on the radio anymore?"
Yes.
And yeah, I told him, yeah, because I wait a minute. I think he broke the news to me. I don't remember if I was on the topic. No, I think I knew before, but yeah, Coach Shadow's my boy. All right, he's the executive producer of my Twitch channel. Okay, he's my boy.
Oh.
So that's how it be. So Coach Shadow, if he were to take it over, he would let us do what we want. You feel me? But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens there. I'm sure because I didn't put it in the CnR News yet. It'll be in the CnR News tonight. Gwen says, "Hey Rashon, am I getting executed today?" No one's giving me an answer. I don't think so. No one here is going to execute. I don't think Renstar is going to execute you. I don't think Renstar cares all that much.
Execute?
Renstar is a fan of the show, so... Wait, what?
He is?
Yeah.
I actually thought Renstar hates me. I don't know, I have super, big respect for Renstar in the game and stuff like that, but I always had, feeling that he has a dislike for me, for some reason.
No. Renstar is a nice dude. I don't think he hates anybody. But what was I saying?
Something about Renstar before that.
I said that Renstar would not ban green. Somebody else might, but me and Renstar are not going to ban green. So I don't know what that's about. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? It's kind of funny, right? Because I've said. Because I leaked to Titty Boy in January 2018 that at May of 2018 I'd be done. So I leaked it to Titty Boy. He leaked it to Ali.
Out of all people?
Yeah.
Why? How?
Because you know how different companies, they leak their new releases to just random people. They just want to see a reaction. They want to see how it's going to be received. I wanted to see how it was going to be received.
And what did he say? Thanks, book, for that.
Say it?
How was it received? What did he say?
Oh.
I don't think he listened to it ever.
I forgot. No, I PM'd him. We were PMing each other.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Because I think he told Ali, and I think that might have prompted him to, him and Cyber to look for a co-host or whatever. But yeah, and also you were like earlier, a month ago or 2 months ago, you were like, after February, I'm done. So
yeah, because it felt like, I don't know, it was also kind of, it all depends what topics we have to talk about and what's currently happening in our lives, if it feels more like a hassle to come here or if it feels like a nice thing. At the moment for me it feels like a nice thing, I can come here and talk for 1 hour with my friend or whatever, it's relaxing to me. Of course, in 3 years time when you're doing something, there's periods of time or patches where it's gonna feel like a hassle and obligation and you're not gonna have that much fun, and then you find your love for it again. I think it's only natural that happens.
Yeah, that's true.
I wanted to say something more since it might be the last time. Oh yeah, I wanted to thank all the people that came on the interview. I think I did that already. But the other thing is that I wanted to say is kind of like maybe apologize a bit to people that took like the brunt of it, or like that we joked about a bit. I said already, and I think like this is form of entertainment anyway, you know, CnR. So things we say sometimes we take it out of line, and like maybe we like add a funnier spin to it, or make it sound like more ridiculous than it is, or something, you know. So maybe we hurt some people in process, or insulted them, or whatever. We put character on them, you know, when it's not really like that, or whatever. It was just like in order to entertain, you know. So like if we have done this with some people, or if they took it personally, I hope they can do what she did with Center now, you know. Like I kind of like in time forget about it, or forgive us, or whatever. It literally never was meant to taunt anyone or to hurt them. It was just like to make fun show. Like we poke each other, we poke other people. I think that's what made this show as well kind of special. So yeah, that's it. Oh, and I also will say that even though Cyber and Ali and those people are not here anymore, and Messed Up Smiley, I did enjoy that show a lot though at the beginning, when we had like Guess That Fog or whatever it was
Guess
already.
That Fog, yeah.
We just ran out of people, but whilst it was here, I thought it was really good quiz and really good idea. So thanks to all those people that were here before us as well, because it's a long time, but it was still important they were here.
Yeah, true. You know, I snit on Ali and Cyber a lot, but you know, I gotta give them props for having the idea to bring this show about in 2017. You know, a few weeks ago, you know, Peep Hope told me that he listens to the show on the way to his class. You know, that made me feel pretty good. You know, I remember a few months ago, Yana told me that she listened as well, and you know, that was.
No, seriously?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, that's awful. Like people who don't play CN are listening to it, you know, like they don't have like relevant info, or like insight into, like it must be weird listening to it if you don't know like some stuff.
It might, but you know, she was still interested, so you know, shout out to those two cocksuckers. I, you know, appreciate that, obviously, you know.
Yeah, every little thing like that means a lot though. Like when I heard that Probopat, I think, is listening like to it sometimes, like he puts playlists of Punkery shows or whatever when he's playing. I thought that's really nice, because I always had feeling like no one really cares about it anymore and stuff like that, and we're just here like basically rumbling on, like us two and maybe like one person listening. But even if it was just us two rambling on, like it's relaxing to me a lot of times. Like over the years, I think we became friends, and I don't know. I would like to thank you personally too, Rashon, for being here. Like you probably seen like the most different caches there is. Some good, some bad, some frustrated, some sad, some angry, some whatever cache. Yeah, whatever cache I was, I always felt like you had understanding for me and patience, where some people didn't, and they just instantly jumped on the judge train, you know. But I felt like you always, whatever me it was or whatever I went through, you always had like patience for me and answers, or like calmed me down, or like, you know, you always had good advice to say. So yeah, thank you for that. I don't think I had as a good friend on CnR as you.
It's no problem, you know. You're lucky, like I said before, that I am
yeah, I'm lucky.
very patient person.
Yes.
And if it weren't for that, then this shit would have been done a long time ago.
Yes.
Because yes, you're a bit of a difficult. You can be difficult at times, and
Yes.
I'm, you know, when I think about it, like, again, like I said, there's a different dynamic about it You know, because when we talk about the Discord channels, you know, I think regulars, a lot of regulars like it more than not. There are less admins that like it than regulars do. You know, I think that a lot more regulars like you than admins do. You know,
I think it's always been that way though.
well,
Don't think it's gonna change. I don't think I have done myself favor to change that as well, you know? Because if I would be smart about it, I wouldn't talk the stuff that I did, and I might gain like trust of some admins or their liking. But how I have been vocal about things, like it's no surprise that admins don't like me. What I worry more about is like that some admins might be critical to you as well, because you didn't necessarily like stand up against me too much sometimes or whatever, and they might think, you know, oh, Rashon, he was supposed to defend us, like he's one of the admins and he didn't say shit against Cash, you know, he just let her talk and didn't say anything. But Rashon is very like calm, like he doesn't want to argue too much, and I don't think that should be taken as his fault or whatever, you know.
well, you know, I'm not communist, you know. As long as you're saying something like within reason. Listen, I'm from America, all right? The past 4 years, everybody was snitting on Donald Trump every single day, all right? If you went to jail for talking snit about authority, there'd be no space in the jail. People would be under the jail, okay? If this was China, okay? China is where, you know, social repression is, you feel me? You know, you can't talk snit about President Xi, about how he looks like Winnie the Pooh. If you said that President Xi of China, I think that's what his name is, looked like Winnie the Pooh, you'd be in jail, you'd be killed. Alright, listen, I'm not a communist, alright? I know that's a American, like, meme to talk about, you know, fuck communism and all this, but listen, like, we've talked about Donald Trump for 4 years. All those people, they're just out there, you know. There's the rights, as long as you're not being, you know, unreasonable. And I know that that word means different to a lot of people, but I don't want to snit on people for what they say within reason. I guess within my reason is different from somebody else's reason, you know.
Yep.
But yeah, and also I'm a very slow thinker. So when things are said, it takes a long time for me to process them. Like there are times when the show happens, and later on in the day, I remember what's said, and I have a reaction to it a few hours later. Or
you're like, oh shit, I should have said something.
Exactly, I should have said something. And I get mad about that.
But that happens to me too. I'm sometimes like, oh, I should have said that better, or I didn't phrase it that well, or it came across like wrong how I said it, I didn't mean it like that, or whatever, you know. It just happens, like, because radio is not like text on Discord where you have time to prepare the text. If you put it wrong, you can still take it back, you can still go over it and change it like 5 times, 6 times, 10 times. It's different medium. When it's said, and it can come across as wrong a lot of times, or as absurd, or harsh, or, you know, angry, or whatever. But it's just in that moment you try to kind of phrase it best you can, but it's just different.
It's very different. I apologize. There's a big game going on right now. Florida, Green to State just hit a big 3-2 possession lead, up for it, 22.9 to go. Huge. Onions. Great game. Every time we have this show, it's on a day of very big festivities, you know. But yeah, you know, that's how it be. Other times.
Well, Rashon, if it ends, I will miss this. I will miss the time on radio. Like a lot of people don't think, but we talk like a lot before even radio starts, and sometimes after. There used to be a time where we spent more time together, though. Some people think, oh, Cash and Rashon, they are together. Like, when are they gonna meet? It's not like that. Like, outside CnR Radio, we don't talk that much, like every day or something like that. But
I had a show about it, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I don't know, like 90 Days Fiancé is still waiting, Rashon. Hasn't been finished.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot more content. There's a lot more content on that show since
I don't know what happened with that though. It's a long
You went to
time,
jail.
my friend. I went to jail.
Yeah, it's because you went to jail, I think. That's probably why.
Rip.
But yeah, you know. After this, if the radio does really dead is dead, I really have to wonder what content we're gonna have. I'm gonna have on the YouTube channel because Rate My Chase got deaded. How long has it been now? It's been almost 18 months since Rate My Chase was deaded, right? The only content on the YouTube channel has been the CnR News and this show because there have not been a lot of donkeys lately. So after this, I mean, if there's no CnR Radio, then it's just gonna be CnR News spam. I mean, it seems like I really have to make CS joke videos or something. I don't know.
But CnR News is the most watched though. I don't think people have patience for Punkery Show though. It's too long and too dragged out, so I don't think that many people watch it. But CnR News, yeah, a lot of people watch it, I feel.
Yeah, so. it's their quick fix. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very quick fix, exactly that. I don't know, Rashon, you're worried about your monetization. You need to open OnlyFans or?
Oh god. Yeah, there's not a lot of male OnlyFans people, so you know.
Exactly.
I might have to resort to that, you know, for some
or
more content.
Twitch.
Yeah, you have to be a variety streamer like DSP, obviously.
Variety.
You know, variety streamer. I've only
Rashon
seen
tries it. Rashon tries it. Could take off, but he only posted the videos, so you know.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's. I don't feel like anyone ever got the point of what that was supposed to be. But yeah.
I actually thought for the last show, you know, I kind of thought we're gonna have more control over it or no before. I always had like an idea in my head that like for the last show we would let people ask us stuff or people say stuff or like we would have interaction with the people on the server, but it just happened so quickly. It's like didn't really even have time to plan it or do anything special.
Yeah, that reminds me I was all tabbed again.
My plan was always all along this year's was like to make you sing live on radio once like for Christmas or something.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
But it never happened, so GG.
Absolutely not. Big problem. But yeah, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, you know, that's how it be, you know. Again, like I said before, I wish that we could have controlled our own destiny. Instead of the 5-day announcements. Obviously, if he closed it a month from now, it would be a bit different. You know, we'd at least have a countdown and all that snits, and it would be a lot better, you know. But that's how it be. You know, we don't know what's going to happen in the next week, but we're just going to assume.
Maybe we're just going to be back like in 2 weeks and we'll talk about this, like, you know, when the servers went down and people were panicking and then they were like, oh, it was nothing. Carry on.
CnR down for 16 hours. Everybody got crazy.
Keep calling carry on.
Yeah. Carry on, cocksucker. That's what it's going to be. But yeah, I'm not even sure what to say here. But... oh shit, we almost been there for 2 hours. Not bad.
Yes.
Almost there for 2 hours. But yeah, I don't know. But again, Cash, it's been great. You know, you've been on the show for 3 years.
Can't believe it.
I think the last time you said your time on the show, you didn't even know how long you've been on the show. But it's been 3 years.
Well, this tells a lot, you know. Like it means that I had fun and that I don't know. It didn't really feel like 3 years to me. But
yeah, no, it hasn't. It feels like just the other day that I've been trying to carve out time in the afternoon to do this show without interruption. But you know, just how it be. For all the people that have listened to the Punkery Show, because we have a listener base. A lot of it is on SnitTube. That's mainly where it comes from. I appreciate y'all cocksuckers for listening in.
Yeah, thank
it's
you.
been great. And all that. Oh shit. Here come the window sounds. God damn it. But, yeah. I don't know. It's funny because, I've said Snit like, oh, I've been emotionally done with this show since May of 2018, but it just feels a bit weird how, this is gone with the announcement and all that, but,
Yeah.
I guess without drawing it further, I guess, what should they say, Sam is finished?
You're really gonna end on this one? Out of all the options, Sam is dead.
That's the normal way to say it. But if this is the last time that will be on the CnR Radio, and if the CnR Radio does actually Dead is Dead March 21st, then it was an education. You feel me? We've had some good times on this radio. A lot of people have had good times listening to us, and we both appreciate that. And whatever may be next is whatever may be. But for what could be the final time, from peace for Kesh, this is Rashon, and this was the Punkery Show, cocksucker.